What's up, YouTube? I'm Darren, aka D-Man Power. So I'm gonna go and explain you today about my fitness motivation. So the only thing that motivates me is deadlift. I'm focusing on the form and the failure, and I'm gonna put focus in there. I said that twice, so that's okay. So anyway, I started deadlifting in 2020 with a bad form. I didn't even know what deadlifting is. So I quit doing that like 2 or 3 years ago. So because I deadlift 495 with a round back, I started injuring myself, and my finger is better already, like 3 years later. So it was bleeding all over the floor at the rec center. So I was like, man, let me take a step back and work on this form. So I brought it back since 2 years ago, 2021 at Powerhouse with a round back again. So basically, I got my form right now, because I deadlift 495 not too long ago, 3 weeks ago, and I deadlift 425 without the belt. So that's my PR. So basically, what I do before I deadlift is dynamic stretches. That's it, just dynamic stretches. I do core exercises and cardio. Those are my dynamic stretches. Jump roping, kettlebells, swinging kettlebells, renegade rows. Those are the best burnouts actually for deadlift. So I stretch before I do calisthenics on kettlebells. So the body weight is at 180, deadlift 425 without the belt, and that's my PR. So I'm gonna show you that video later. And that's stiff leg deadlift versus conventional deadlift. So I just dropped this video off of TikTok, and people be saying you don't use your knees. That's conventional deadlift. Stiff leg deadlift is the opposite of conventional deadlift. You still got to pull the slack off the bar, push your feet onto the ground. It's how you start. It's how you start on deadlift. If you do it correctly, you will get no pain. If you don't, oh well, try again. Next time, give you some time to let that pain heal. If you went back there again and deadlift with the same technique that you did before, you're going to hurt your back. I'm sorry, you're going to have that lower back pain. And the best lower back pain to stretch is doing the good mornings. The good mornings are good for your lower back. Just don't put too much weight on there. Just put the barbell on there and just let it be, all right? Because you don't want to put extra weight on that lower back if you had that pain already. So what difference does it make if you have a lower back pain and put extra weight on it? You're going to damage it even more. So, and you might tear the muscle strand, the muscle bands off your body. Because if you don't stretch, that's where the pain comes in, and that's an increase. So I don't know what I gotta tell you. So when you warm up, stretch before you deadlift. Do some incline treadmill, do Jacob's ladder. Stairmaster is good for lower body for like an hour or less. Just go slow on the Stairmaster. Don't go too heavy. If you want to lose weight, go heavy on Stairmaster, because you can do that for 30 minutes and lose 700 calories. And that's what I did. That's what I did. So don't be like me, man, because you don't know my body. So you don't know me. Everybody be saying ego lifting. Well, screw you. Because you can't deadlift. So what's the point of you saying and mess up your back and you don't know how to pick up the weight off the floor? You calling yourself a jerk, okay? So I'm not a jerk. You are. On TikTok, people just crazy. I post a lot of workout videos on TikTok, and people will say some crazy comments. I'm like, dog, don't you read a book or something? I'm not the person who started it. Actually, it's how I start before I touch the barbell. So it's my fault too. So they help me sometimes. But other than that, if you can't go to the gym, shut up and learn. Shut up and listen. Okay? So I'm on my way to deadlift 600 pounds, and y'all not gonna stop me. And that's where that motivation is confidence and consistency. If you don't have any confidence, oh man, you turn yourself upside down, and I can't help you with that. Unless if you work on your form, focus, and fail sometimes. It takes time to get results. Every 6 months, your transformation changes. Your physique changes every 6 months. Did you know that? So, oftenly, mine changes every 6 months because I'm eating a healthy diet, sometimes cheat days, and I be taking some protein shakes the types of protein shakes. The grass-fed, I don't do plant-based anymore. It don't have no benefits of it because of lectin. I got digestive system issues, which is lactose intolerant. So I can't do plant-based protein. It's the specific ones. You just got to read the ingredients. So you got to read the ingredients below that, not the nutritional facts or the daily values. Y'all don't know that. So I can't explain that because y'all not up to my level. So yeah, like I said, you don't know me. So you can't call me ego lifting, bro. Like straight up, all right? So if you're a beginner at the gym, just start off something that's like new to you. Just elevate yourself up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just get some techniques in. Just get something techniques that is better. Like me, how I deadlift, I do RDLs, I do dynamic stretches, I do cardio. So I do a lot of Stairmasters. So Stairmasters, like I said, Stairmaster is for your lower body. It's the benefits of it. And it works the entire legs, your leg parts. So your glutes, your hams, your calves, you name it. And it gives you the better balance and posture. When you deadlift, you got to have the balance and the posture, because if you don't, like I said, if you don't work on that form, that's how you have imbalance and poor posture, because you don't want to have osteoporosis when you get older, or osteoarthritis. You don't want arthritis or any osis. You don't want that. So to prevent that, wear compression sleeves. A lot of people torn their ACLs or meniscus because they're not wearing compression sleeves. I keep my joints warm, and it's a good thing to do that to prevent having arthritis. The sweat builds in your skin, and you got to take that sleeve off and wash it and personal hygiene yourself. If you don't do that, that's where acne and pores start to build up. All right. So now I'm going to show you the difference between the stiff leg deadlift. Actually, let me show you the conventional deadlift first with 315 versus the PR. The stiff leg deadlift I did was 425 without the belt, with no belt, body weight at 180. You don't have to be at 200 pounds. A lot of people ask me, did you did 495 deadlift over 200 pounds? No, I did it below. At 183, 495. Oh, I tell you what, I failed 495 twice. So I failed the first time in October, body weight at 185, because I had it right at my knees because I used my backboard. So I failed it again this March because I did not stretch correctly. I didn't do a fully stretch. I do half of the stretch. So I just got to find another way to do it. So I do more RDLs, heavier RDLs, do leg presses, because leg press will actually increase your deadlift. Leg press will increase your deadlift form too. If you open your hips, I open my hips when I squat and deadlift because the prevention of having a lower back injury. Yes, it does. It does. It prevents you from having pain in your groin and your lower back, or psoariasis muscle pain. If you don't know what it is, I don't want to talk about it. Look it up on Google. All right, psoariasis muscle pain. I think it's PSOASIS. Psoariasis muscle. Yeah, that's how you. Yep. Oh yeah, look it up on Google, because when I went to work on months ago, I looked at the board that someone drew of the muscle of your lower back and your spine. Oh yeah, your spine has to be stretched out too. You gotta have spine stability and your back stability in order for you to lift heavier on deadlift. So psoariasis muscle pain is where the Q muscle in your back of your spine, and you'll feel that pain when you bend over with a poor posture and balance. And you got to stretch that out. You got to stretch that psoariasis muscle pain. You got to do lateral raises and lateral walks. That's how to, that's how to get rid of that pain. So that's part of lower back pain is psoariasis muscle pain. Lower back pain is psoariasis muscle pain. Almost the same thing, because it's right at your core, right at your lumbar spine. Your lumbar spine is the major thing for people who have arthritis in, and you got stretched out, because if you don't stretch that lumbar spine out, that's where poor posture comes in and improper balance, and you don't want to have that later in life. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you that more later, in probably like a couple of weeks about this. So stiff leg and conventional videos, here they go. Yeah.